Alright, I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually having a lot of fun in the new update here. If you didn't see last episode, we actually went on a huge adventure off in that direction. We got a bunch of the new features, and I couldn't help myself. I had to go exploring again, and it was actually a really good adventure. We found a bunch of the new armor trims, and I took a few clips of how it went, so yeah, let's see what happened. So we started off right away in the ocean. I actually found some underwater ruins, which included some of the pottery sherds, so I made sure to grab all those. But right next to it was a pirate ship, and I actually had a buried treasure map, so I went and found the treasure. I actually really don't do this a lot. I only think I have like one Heart of the Sea, so I got another one of those. But after that, I actually found a mushroom biome. I was really surprised because I haven't found one of these in our world yet. This is the first one I ever found, so I'm pretty happy about that. I grabbed a bunch of mycelium, and right next to it was actually a underwater temple, which I kind of overlooked last episode. I said that I wasn't really interested because there wasn't anything useful, but I was wrong. You can actually get some armor trims from the Elder Guardians, which I actually made sure to plan ahead. I brought some water breathing potions and some night vision potions. So I went in, I explored it, and we actually got the new Tide armor trim. I also made sure to grab some sponges on the way out, but after that, I looked around for a few minutes and I finally found another pirate ship. And I'm actually looking in the pirate ships from now on because they include the coast armor trims, which is another thing I didn't know. I spent a little while exploring on land. I didn't want to look in the oceans anymore. I was kind of bored of that. So I found a pillager outpost. Unfortunately, it didn't have anything inside of use. But I did find a desert temple after that. The chest loot wasn't really that good, but I did get some more pottery sherds, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, I spent a long time exploring after this. I didn't really find anything interesting until I finally found another pillager outpost. I went inside, and of course there were the armor trims, the sentry armor trims to be exact, and I was really happy with that, so I grabbed those, and I was pretty much done with my adventure, so I made another portal, went back home, and I found a bastion. And guys, you really have to be careful in these. I really underestimated how dangerous these were going to be. I almost died. You guys can see here, it was really close, but luckily I pretty much dug my way through to the bottom. I made sure to be really careful, and I made it finally to the bottom two chests, where I was able to get some netherite upgrade trims, or whatever they're called, and also a snout armor trim, which actually has a really low chance of spawning. I looked at the spawn rates, and I guess it's really low, which is pretty cool. So I got it on the first try, pretty happy with that. I also got some more of them on the way out, but yeah, let's see what other stuff I got. So yeah, we came out with 5 shulker boxes full of stuff here on this trip, which I'm pretty happy with. And I'll just skim through. I don't really have to go too into detail with everything, but yeah, look at all this stuff. We came out pretty rich on this adventure. We got all the armor trims here, another right ingot. We got a bunch of stuff from the Ocean Temple, some pottery sherds. We actually got a bunch of coral in here. I know these can be used for texturing builds, and I don't really have a lot of this stuff, so just decided to grab a bunch of it since I was out that way. We also got like the plant versions and the fan versions. So yeah, it's just nice to have on hand when I need it. But in here, we have some mycelium, a Heart of the Sea. I guess I'll have to make a conduit later on. The sponges are nice to have, along with, of course, the armor trims. So yeah, I'll have to put all this stuff away later on. But that is everything we got from the adventure. Let's move on now to the project of the episode, which is going to take place here in the city. We actually have some farms that we need to build, and I actually gave myself a head start. So yeah, today we're going to be working on the bamboo farm, and this is very simple redstone. I don't really have to go too in-depth on how this works. You guys probably already know how to make one of these, but we have an observer, and when the bamboo grows, it definitely won't grow on cue, but if I take a block here and place it, as you saw, I activated these pistons here, which will push the bamboo into the hoppers, and then these will all eventually collect into some sort of a storage system. But I have to build the actual farm first, well, like multiple layers. I'm going to do like 4 or 5, I think. I think that'll be pretty nice. If you know already, the bamboo grows really fast, and that's the whole reason why I only have 2 hoppers, or not hoppers, observers, instead of, for my sugarcane farm, which has a observer against every single piston. I just did it this way to save costs because these are pretty expensive to make. But yeah, let me build these. It'll probably take me a couple minutes. Also, the reason I have two is because the one observer doesn't like extend the redstone all the way across. Like, I think it cuts out like right about here, so I had to make one on the opposite side. Yeah, it's not really a big deal, but that's how it works. So yeah, let me just build the rest of this. Alright, we are back. I've been working on this for a couple minutes, and we have 5 levels done of the bamboo farm. And it works, which is good, but I found a flaw with my design here, and it's a pretty big flaw. I might have to take this whole thing down. Yeah, I know, it kind of sucks, but I could figure it out, maybe. So basically the problem is that, you know, I literally just explained this 2 seconds ago, but you see how there's no observers above every single piston? That means all of the bamboo in the center here can grow 3 blocks tall. You know, only the bamboo on the side can only grow 2 blocks tall. So that means when the pistons extend, the bamboo that grows 3 blocks tall will just fall straight to the ground. And as you can see in front of me, it just sits there on the dirt. It's not being collected by the hoppers, which is not good. We're losing all that bamboo. Plus, I think the entities that are like sitting on the ground actually causes lag, so I need to fix this pretty soon. But on the good news side of things, we actually almost have a stack of bamboo, which is crazy. I literally just finished this like 5 minutes ago. So this farm is going to work really fast. By the way, I probably should have explained this at the beginning of the episode, but the whole reason we're building this farm is because I want the new bamboo blocks, and just a small farm like this, or it's not really small, let's be honest, but a farm like this can make a lot of bamboo, and I really want to use these new blocks, so that's why we're doing it. I think we can actually fix the problem, though, if we just go back here and switch out the upper level of bricks with pistons. I think that might actually work. The thing is, pistons are not cheap. They use iron, and I don't have a lot of iron, so hopefully I have enough. I think I have like a half a stack of blocks left. I mean, that's kind of a lot, but I used to have like 3 stacks of iron blocks, so yeah, I'm just going to have to work on this a little bit longer, so let me fix this. Okay, I figured out how to fix it. It's actually pretty simple. Pretty much all I have to do is get rid of the bricks, like I said before. I also have to get rid of these slabs. I only have it on that level, but I'm going to have to get rid of those because these need to be full blocks, actually. If I go up here to this level, you can see that the redstone actually runs into the top piston. So I guess it needs to be up here to activate both of them, because if you see, we have 2 layers of pistons. Also, just a side note, don't have a piston right here, because if you do that, let me show you what happens. Yeah, so that's what happens. It's pretty annoying, isn't it? Okay, let's stop that. That is so loud. Okay, hopefully it wasn't too loud for you guys. I also have to get rid of this and replace the brick. But yeah, that is the farm. I'm gonna have to fix the other 4 levels. It took me about like 15 minutes to do this. Actually, probably less than that, because I was still figuring out how to like do it. So yeah, just gotta copy that. But I want to take a break from this. I'll get this all fixed up later. I guess there's a bug in the game where the trail ruins, you guys know what those are? They're like the huge new generated structures. They're kind of like old villages that are like underground. I'll show them later, but I guess we found one like last episode, and it was just like the top of it like sticking up on the ground. We actually found 2 of them. One of them was in the jungle, and the other one was in a taiga biome. So I'm gonna go back there and see if there's like more of it, because I saw something on Twitter. I guess one of the devs for Bedrock was like, there's a bug in the game where the ruins are spawning more underground than they should be. So let's go back there and see if there's more to explore. Alright, I'm all packed up and ready to leave, but one more thing I want to mention that I thought was pretty funny, or not funny, but just interesting. You can actually put enchantments on the brushes. And I know you can do this with like the shears and flint and steels and stuff, but I didn't see anybody else do this. I just found this out on my own. I guess you can put Unbreaking 3 and Mending on these brushes. I also named it Sweeper. I tested out if you could put like Silk Touch on it, but you can't do that unfortunately. But yeah, I'm going to bring 2 shulker boxes with me, and wish me luck, because I really want to find some more of the armor trims. And just like that, we are back in the jungle at the trail ruins. If you're wondering why my levels are so low, it's because I had to repair my tools. Definitely not because I died to a magma cube because it was stuck in my portal. No. No. Yeah, it definitely didn't just happen. Anyways, oh wait. No. I just forgot my ender chest, and it has my shulker box and my brush in it. Okay. Well, we're here, so let me just test if the actual thing is underground. I'm very dumb. I can't believe I forgot my ender chest. That's embarrassing. But yeah, I want to mine down here. Let's see if it actually is here. I did a little bit of mining before, but I guess it's very far underground. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of mining, and I'll update you guys if it is here. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. I found it. No way. Okay. Well, it's real. The bug actually is a bug. So that's actually great news. I can't believe there's more to this. I just missed it when I was mining before. I literally just ended that last clip, and we already found it. So, I guess I'm gonna have to go get my ender chest now. Yay. Alright guys, we're back finally. The trail ruins are completely excavated, and I haven't been able to record for the last week. You guys won't be able to tell this in the video, but it's been killing me. I want to show you guys all the progress we made over here, but I couldn't. But we are finally able to show it off. But let's see what we got. In this shulker box, we have all of the good stuff that, well, I consider it good. But yeah, we got some glass panes, some candles, some dyes. But we got the more valuable stuff. We have 3 new armor trims. We have the host armor trim, shaper, and the razor. Unfortunately, we did not get the 4th one, which is the wayfinder armor trim. But hopefully, we'll get it in the next trail ruins that we do. We got some more pottery sherds, which you can actually only get these at the trail ruins, so that's pretty cool. We also have a new music disc, which I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea this was in the game until I sifted it out of the suspicious gravel. So we actually got 3 of those. I'll have to test those back at the base. And yeah, other than that, we got like hanging signs, some emeralds, and some flower pots. That's pretty much all the good stuff we got. We also got some, you know, pretty mediocre loot, but I'll take it. And that's everything we got out of the suspicious gravel. We also got a bunch of stuff just from like digging this place out. A bunch of cobblestone and gravel, of course. More cobblestone. And yeah. Just thought I might as well show you guys all that stuff because we did have to go through an entire pickaxe. I actually had to repair my pick because it took so much to dig this place out. But, you know, I think it was worth it. I really enjoyed the process of, you know, going through and excavating the entire, it's pretty much like a village, you know? I'd say in total it took about like 3 to 4 hours to do, so if you guys find one of these, definitely prepare, and, you know, it's going to take a big chunk of time, so make sure to make some backup pickaxes and stuff. But yeah, this is pretty much it. I could go through all the buildings if you guys want, but yeah, I'll start down here. I'll do this quickly because you guys probably saw this stuff all before, but we have like a workshop room, I guess. Got like some furnaces and the smithing table, and there's like another one of these right there. It's like the same exact thing, but in between we have a cartography room, I think. There's like a cartography table up here, which is pretty cool. But yeah, over here we have, I don't even know what this is. It's like a very decayed house, and also the same thing over here. Not really sure. But we have the main structure here, which I think it's supposed to be like a bell tower or something, or maybe like, you know, those old churches that used to come in the old villages. Kind of reminds me of that, like the shape of the building. But if you look at it from an angle, kind of looks like a face. See that? Have like two eyes and the mouth there. I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, in here we have. Is that a pillager? Yeah, I think there's some pillagers up there. Uh-oh. Well, yeah, over here we have a crafting table and a loom, and that's pretty much it. Gotten like another small room over here, I guess, but that is the trail ruins. I'm definitely looking forward to doing another one of these soon, but I think my job here is done, so yeah, I'll meet you guys back at the base. I gotta say, guys, it is nice to be home. This view right here of the city, it is definitely one of my favorite things that I built, especially with the sunset in the background. But yeah, I actually have been getting some work done over here. I actually got the bamboo farm pretty much complete. Sorry about the lag too. I think these pistons just do not help your frame rate, but I'm gonna have to live with it, unfortunately. But yeah, as I just said, I got all the pistons fixed, so every single bamboo that grows is gonna get harvested. And as you can see, it is working like a charm. We have this first chest here pretty much completely filled up, and I did expand the storage system here, so yeah, I might have to extend it even longer if I want to. I was even thinking about building like one or two more layers onto it to make it taller, but I honestly think we're gonna be fine. This is gonna collect bamboo like always in the background while we're working around here. And yeah, what else have I been doing? I've been doing some other stuff. I was testing out the cherry blossom trees, actually. If we fly back to this section, which I never go to in videos, this is like my testing grounds for stuff. And yeah, I was thinking about building a cherry blossom tree farm. Oh, that's a mouthful. But yeah, I was just seeing like the different types of trees you could get, and I think this is every single different version. There's a lot of different types. The difficult thing with farming these trees is since they grow in such a wide shape, see how they're like probably like 10 to 12 blocks wide, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to drop TNT on it or something to make it go away. Or maybe like pistons. I could use pistons. It's gonna be difficult to figure out though. I've never built a tree farm that works. It's high on my list of things that I want to complete in this world, and I'm gonna have to figure out like an oak and birch and spruce tree farm soon. But that's for another day. I've just been like testing out how these things grow, and once I figure out like some ideas on how I can automatically farm these, or not automatically, I guess you could say like semi-automatically, because I want there to be like a switch to turn on and off, so when I'm not in the area, it's not farming trees. But yeah, I'll work on that a different day. And for the rest of this episode, I'm pretty much just going to be talking about some projects that I plan on starting and finishing in the next couple months. So if you don't like talking episodes, I'm sorry guys. I just don't really have a lot of time, and I really want to get this episode out, so the only way I can kind of stretch this video is if I explain... Oh, did I look at the Enderman? Okay, good. Is if I talk about some stuff that I want to do. So yeah, along with the cherry blossom tree farm, I also want to make a cactus farm, which I realize we haven't done yet, surprisingly. I know we're 3 years into this world, and we still haven't made a cactus farm. I was actually thinking about building it right here, but I don't know if this is a good spot. It's actually not a bad spot. I might put it here, but we'll see. I'm going to save it for another episode, though. But along with farms, I also want to build a kelp farm and a mushroom farm, actually. I honestly might just build whole separate buildings with those farms inside of them. I know a mushroom farm is actually going to be large, so these plots might be used just for those. But that's all the farms I have in mind that I want to work on, or at least like start. I do need to fix the Guardian farms and also the Wither Skeleton farms. I really want to fix those because if we actually fix the Guardian farm, we can get like Dark Prismarine and stuff, which I really want to use. And we can also get some more beacons from the Wither Skeletons. It's just a whole thing that I need to do, that I need to spend some episodes working on. But yeah, in the house here, we have a lot of projects, some smaller projects. I actually want to dedicate next episode to working in the workshop here. So if you guys don't already know this room, this is my favorite room in the house. And okay, how do I explain this? I really like it, don't get me wrong, but I think there's some things that we can work on to make it even better. So I'm going to do that. There's just, it's very brown in here. I kind of realized that when I was building it, and I do like the color brown. It's very earthy, very calm, but I think I could introduce some more blocks, so I'm going to figure out some stuff with that, especially like the floor. I actually do like the floor design, but I think maybe texturing it up a little bit could help. And also this wall. I do want a better furnace. I don't like how this is in the corner here. It's kind of awkward. So I was thinking about maybe moving this here to the center and moving the entrance or passageway or whatever you want to call it, like here. And I'll save all my other ideas for the next episode. But I also want to work on the library, of course. I've been putting it off, but I have been coming up with some ideas. You can see here we have these archways and the new chiseled bookshelves. So how it works is going to be that we're going to have sections dedicated to, certain tools. So right here we're going to have a bunch of bookshelves stacked up, and we're going to have books for like efficiency and unbreaking. I mean, those can go on anything actually, but like fortune, silk touch going to be over here. Over here, like we're gonna have like stuff for swords and axes and shovels and stuff. And on this side might be like armor. If I have to, I might put a like balcony or something around for more space, because I know we're gonna actually have a lot of books. This whole double chest is filled, and we're gonna have more in the future because I'm gonna trade a bunch with the villagers. So yeah, I'm gonna have to save some room. But I am looking forward to this project. I think it's going to be pretty fun, and it's going to look really cool when it's done. But yeah, this whole room here, still not sure exactly what I'm going to do. It's very grand, so I'm thinking about putting like a tree or a plant in the center here. I don't know if it's going to start growing from the bottom where the pool of water is, or like if I'm just going to cover it up and make this whole floor flat and just like plant it here, like on this level. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to do with that wall. This whole house is a mess, guys. I have so much work to do. If you're wondering why I'm spending so much time on this house project, it's because I really want this place to be like my magnum opus of my world. I want it to be a place that I'm really proud of, and it's been a work in progress for so long. I started this project 3 years ago, and it's still not to where a place I want it to be. Also, the whole purpose of this house is that it changes over time and it evolves with the updates. So yeah, you can see like the progress we made in my building styles over here has changed pretty drastically. But yeah, that is pretty much all I want to do. Sorry, I spent the last half of this video talking, but again, I am running out of time, and I hopefully can get this video out before the end of June. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you look forward to all these new up-and-coming projects that I plan on working on. I'm really looking forward to working on them. And also, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So yeah, I think that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.